Welcome to Breaking Bread podcast. I'm tired. I just want to let you know. But thank you to my audience. Excuse me. Can you introduce yourself? You look pretty familiar. Your
Well,
name, what you do. Have you ever
yeah,
been
I
on
mean,
a podcast before?
before I even go any further, I just want to show you my shirt. For
Mm.
my enemies, is going to be a massacre right now. Okay, so for
Oh
all your
my
females
gosh.
that's going to be tuning in, trying to gang up on me and talk your cha cha cha, it ain't going down again. You
What are
feel
they
what I'm saying?
talking?
That cha cha cha.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's going to be a massacre. I'm just letting y'all
Mm,
know. But
maybe.
I
I'm
shouldn't
trying.
have to introduce myself because y'all know this beautiful face already. But just for those that don't, my name is Meek. Interestingly, I have a podcast called Breaking Bread too. I've been doing it for about 5 years. At first it was just a hobby for me, like something to do because it was the pandemic. Really nothing to do. Said let me get on a podcast, and I've been doing it ever since. I'm ready for this Q&A part two because it's going to be a massacre, like I said. So you know.
Well, you know what? I've been up since about 2:30. My sleep
And I've been up
pattern,
since
my
five. No
my that's late.
excuses.
That's late. That's late. That's late. ET would say that's late. We get up at 2:30, 3 o'clock. So it's not going to be a massacre, but I will tell you my energy level is lower than last time. However, you ready for the first question? That's a nice cup.
Yeah, my mom's made it for me. It's a
Really?
they probably can't see it, but yeah, it's a dope
Yeah,
cup.
yeah, that's really nice. I have a machine that I said I was going to do all this crafting, and I bought it 4 years ago. It's still under the bed. But
Well, get it from under the bed because that's another income you could be using.
I
That's
know.
money.
Yeah, I say stuff. I know. I want to be crafty, but that's not me. Okay, so I don't know if I want to do hot topics because as I was driving earlier, they were discussing. Let's start with that. What do you think? Especially because Taj mentioned this last week. Your friend Taj was talking about the
Yeah.
polygamy. So basically, on the radio this morning, they were talking about Neo and the fact that he has four girlfriends. I thought he only had three girlfriends, but now he has four girlfriends. So, what do you think about that? Do you think money plays a factor with him? Do you think if he didn't have all that money, he wouldn't be able to have four girlfriends? Because honestly, he's not that handsome. He's a great musician, but he's just not that handsome. So, do you think money plays a part, or do you think the average man can
Yeah,
have
I
four
mean,
girlfriends,
if
four,
you,
and afford four girlfriends as well?
yeah, I mean, like I said in the last podcast, polygamy is starting to become a thing now. Okay, you're gonna start to see a lot more people on that polygamic or polygamous relationship type shit. You
Mm-mm.
feel what I'm saying? So it don't really got nothing to do with it because I was looking at some on Instagram and a woman had like three husbands. You feel what
Okay.
I'm saying? So before it was just the guys, and the guys would be chauvinist, sexist pigs. The females is doing it too. So I'm telling you right now, within probably like the next 10 to 15 years, you're going to be seeing a lot of people doing that. Not everybody, but a lot of people will. And it's going to become a normal thing to the point where if a person asks you, yo, you in a polygamous relationship? And you like, no, they're going to be like, no, why? It's going to be on the rise, trust me. But money don't got nothing to do with it. Because like I said, the average Joe can do that. Because believe it or not, a lot of women be with that shit. A lot of men be with it too. But it's just, it takes the right person to bring it out of them. And I'm going to sit up here and tell you something real quick. Just a quick little story on why I know it can exist, right? So this is true story. I went out to eat with my two homegirls, right? We was cool, after the club or whatever. We was hungry. We went to Denny's to go get something to eat. I ain't gonna drop no names. I don't name bomb. But we went in there, and the waitress kept like walking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, the fuck? So then she was like, "Can I ask you a question?" Well, she said it to me. Can I ask you a question? And I said, "What?" She was like, "Are y'all?" Like she went like this, and I'm like, what is this? Like,
Right,
what are you talking about?
right. Be more specific. Right.
Yeah, exactly. And then she said, "Are y'all together?" And I was like, "No, why?" And she was like, "Because I get those vibes because it's like it's not like everybody has their own separate energy. It's like all the energies are synced together, and no bullshit. I said this just to see. I was like, yo, man, I just want to lay in the bed with just two females. I just want to be in between two females in the bed, yo. And no bullshit. No bullshit. They both looked at me. They both looked at each other. They both looked at me. And I was like, mm. If I would have like kept speaking, it probably could have happened.
You think
But to
so?
answer your question, I know so. Because I'm me. I'm me, baby. But to answer your question, it don't got nothing to do with money. Because it's gonna become a normal thing. Me personally, I would never do nothing like that because when I have an emotional bond with one person, I'm just going to be with one person. I can't. You feel what I'm saying? And then have it as a normal lifestyle. Like, okay, your girlfriend's downstairs or your first wife is downstairs. You do things with her. Then you go upstairs and do things with your. I can't do that. My emotions are only like locked onto one person. So me personally, I don't see how it can be done. But obviously, it's happening because you're starting to see it. So
Yeah, it's not for me.
yeah,
Never ever.
definitely not for me either.
Never, never, never. I don't like sharing. It's not happening. My next question is, what is one thing, I wrote it better on here. What is one thing you wish more women knew about men? One or two things. You can cap it at two. That's too many people to juggle at once. I can't even handle one man. Correct, Stacy, because there are day to day and different men on different days. So I totally understand her. Anybody juggling multiple men is too much.
Okay.
Many
What
personalities.
is one thing that I wish women would know about men? Um, I can't speak for all men, obviously. So I'm gonna speak from an opinionated situation or opinionated mind. But a lot of women should just let men speak. Just let them talk. If they cry, let them cry. If they're yelling and screaming, of course, if they're not doing it at you, let them yell and scream. If they want to be held, hold them. And I'm not saying women don't do that, but because of society and what's been going on for the past 40 or 50 years, women were forced to be masculine. So it's like they don't know how to be nothing else but that. So I understand from that perspective, but a lot of women need to understand that. A lot of women need to understand the reason why relationships back in the day worked is because when the man came home from work and he was having a bad day, his wife was there listening to him. Even if she wasn't really listening, she was hearing him like, "Oh, wow, that's crazy. Wow, wow, damn, wow, okay, well, I ran your bath water. You hungry? I made you a plate." A lot of women don't do that. Well, some. Let me say it again before y'all start flooding the damn comments. Some women don't do that. I personally went through that in my last relationship where I tried to get emotional and she looked at me like I was fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? No shade, towards her and none of that like that. 'Cause I don't get down like that. But I understood because she had to be a masculine female. But the only way I feel that will change is if you allow a man to be masculine. Because some men know how to do it, but it's just they never get the opportunity to show it because women are just so guarded. Like I said, which is understandable, but it's like the only way you're going to experience life is by taking chances. You know, what you want in life is on the other side of comfortability. You feel what I'm saying? This is you.
Mm-hmm.
You're comfortable. This is your lifestyle. This is comfortability. You feel what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't know how to do that. So they rather just stay here. And that goes for men and women. Because I'm the biggest procrastinator, but I'm I ain't jumping over the motherfucker, but I'm still like I'm on the uncomfortability level. I just ain't jump yet. But before I was like all the way over here. Now I'm like, should I jump? Should I jump? Should I jump? So, but yeah, that's one thing I just wish women would let some men do. Just speak and let them be emotional because we are humans too, just like you guys are. So
Absolutely. I'm sorry. If somebody's friends with me and they're not friends with you, will they be able to see the
yeah,
podcast?
yes, it's public. Anybody can see it.
Okay. So she has to search it only is it connected to mine?
It should
Because my
be.
friend.
It should be connected to yours, but what I can do is let me. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit post and I'm going to add you right now and see if that would work, Karima.
Sorry, I just wanted to ask.
That's no
Because she
problem.
said it's past her bedtime. She's been waiting. And
Yeah, I
I'm like, we're on. Okay, he meant you. Okay.
yeah. So she should be she should be able to see it now.
Okay, she got it. She got it. She's in. Okay. Okay. Welcome, Tasha. Thank you for joining. So my next question, I found it on his page. Very good.
Hold
Okay.
on, Tasha. If you watching this, I sent you a friend request and you now accepting it. I thought we was cool, yo.
Ooh,
Because it just
don't
said
do
on the
that.
phone just
Don't
now.
do
She
that.
just
Don't
what?
don't come at my friend like that, please. Thank you.
Man, that hurt my feelings, Tasha.
Don't do that,
She
please.
just, yo, I'm telling you, no BS. I requested her a minute ago. She just accepted that shit just now. I'm like, word?
For real? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Let me
Look
see
up,
that.
look, that's crazy. Why would she do that?
You see her? She laughing. She laughing in the
It's
comments.
funny. It is funny. Okay. So my
No,
next
don't take
question
it personal.
is
I'm not.
she's not on like that. She's
All
very
right.
sorry.
Next question. Let's get
She's
it.
apologetic. Do you believe in unconditional love? And if so, what do you think that consists of?
Mm, um, do
Or
I
I can give you
believe?
a second question to choose from if you don't want to answer that question.
Sure, I had a second one. I can choose.
Okay, to choose, yeah. What does intimacy mean to you?
I'd rather answer that one. Intimacy for me is it's more than just sex. You feel what I'm saying? It's not just, getting in the bedroom, doing the nasty. Intimacy is my love language. You know what I'm going to do or what I'm going to say before I even do it. You know if I'm having a bad day at work. And this goes both ways, towards men and women. If I'm having a bad day at work, you know just what to do to make me feel good. You know that favorite meal to make for me when I'm hungry. Or you know what I want on my birthday and what I want to do on my birthday before I even say anything to you. Intimacy for me is communication and emotional, physical, well, less physical, but emotional and mental, and in some cases, spiritual connection. That's intimacy for me. You know, a lot of people take the intimacy thing as we just having sex. It's not that. You know, at one point, I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, I seen it as the same way. But now that I'm older and I'm trying to get in tune with my emotions, fix my mental health, I'm starting to realize the intimacy that I want doesn't involve physical. That would be nice to have it, but once the physical goes away, and what's left? The mental, the emotional, and the spiritual. And if you don't have that type of connection, it's not going to work. So to me, that's what intimacy is.
Okay, that's a great answer. So I read somewhere where it says that intimacy comes at the end for men, which
Say
is
that. Say that. Say that 3 times fast.
no, because
I know. That's
I
why
already
I
went,
kept
I
stuttering
already
when I
was
was saying
struggling.
it.
Right, I was struggling with the word
Words.
intimacy. Now
Me
you're trying to
too.
bring up my speech impediments from a childhood. That's messed up. So I definitely can't say that 3 times.
Me
And
too.
then
You didn't hear me. I was like,
I did. It's okay. I did. That's because I just stumbled over the word. So we
yeah.
are alike. Yes. Would you see? Look, it states, yeah, it's funny. So then they say intimacy comes at the beginning for women. So like at the beginning of the day, like, when our man texts us or our man sends us, it's like all day, or he makes us breakfast. That's why they say it's at the beginning for women. It starts, you horrible meek. Stacey's funny. So, oh wait, wasn't she on your show before?
She was.
Yes, I remember her. Great story. Yes, I do remember her. So, okay, well, thank you for your definition of intimacy. You see how I'm really
You got to
struggling
say
with
it
that.
slow, right? So,
Yes, I'm really
me
struggling
too.
with that. It's crazy. So I see there's quite a few things that I saw on Instagram that I wanted you to elaborate on these following sayings. Or what do you think about them?
Okay.
So one is you're not asking for too much, you're just asking the wrong guy. What is your opinion on that? Because I know a lot of people think like social media, like it just sometimes we see stuff on social media and it feeds like the incorrect thinking that we're having. You know what I mean? Because like it's literally like you sign on to social media and it's like all of a sudden like these podcasts and these
Yeah.
sayings and it's like what you're going through. It's crazy. And then you feel like, oh, okay, well, it's perfect timing. Like, am I right? So
It
what do
really
you
is.
think about that specific?
I believe that is true.
Really?
Because the reason why I say that is because, like, for example, from a man's perspective, um, when I come in the house, take my shoes off, take my socks off, rub my feet. When I say rub my feet, I told you I don't like my eggs this way. Why are you making them like this? You doing too much, bro. You doing too much. From a female's perspective, why you ain't pay my phone bill? Why you ain't pay my light bill? I told you I ain't like these shoes. I don't like this color. Oh my God, are you serious? I want to get my nails done, and you give me $200, baby. You're doing too much. So I believe that is true. Now, if you're asking for the basics, you're not asking for too much. Like, love me, appreciate me, respect me, honor me, have my back, be my backbone. That's not asking too much. So to answer your question, yes, especially in this generation and how everything is generalized, a man can ask for too much and a woman can do the same. So to answer your question, yes, I believe in that statement.
Okay, so that actually goes hand in hand with a question on another page that I wrote. When is a woman a burden for needing love, clarity, and consistency?
Not at all. The reason why I say that is because I don't care what any woman says. Every woman is emotional, period. No matter how much you try to act all masculine and this and that, I don't need nobody, blah, 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 blah. Women are emotional. And it's a man's job to cater to their emotions. Because if you cater to a woman's emotions, you got her. You feel what I'm saying? Cater to her emotions. Make sure you make her feel like a queen. Make sure you make her feel special. And in return, she's supposed to make you feel like a king. So if she doesn't do that, snip, snap, chip, chap. And vice versa with females. If you're treating this man like a king and you doing all of these things for him that you're supposed to do as his woman or his wife or whatever the situation may be, and he's neglecting your emotions, snip, snap, chip, chap. That's simple.
Okay, what about this? Give no guy a second chance because a grown, full man is aware of his actions. So a fully grown man, never give him a second chance because he is fully aware of his actions.
Like I was saying in our last podcast, the difference between men and boys. Okay, you have a lot of men, a lot of people that masquerade like they're men with little boy mentalities. So yeah, from an outside perspective looking in, they look like they 40, but they thinking like they 25. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like that goes for women too. You know, the only way I see it, Sammy, I
I
believe.
believe in second chances depending on the
I was
circumstance.
just getting ready to say that just now, Samantha. Finally, you on my side for once, motherfucker. You was coming at my
Don't
neck
talk.
on
Don't talk
fucking
to her like that,
fuck
please.
that.
Refrain from that. Refrain from that language on my podcast.
I'm sorry, excuse me. Finally, you have my back, Samantha, because on the last one, you was coming for my neck. And I just was getting ready to say that. Because sometimes in situations regarding relationships, people are like robots. They program their brains to think a certain way and do certain things and don't respect the feelings involved until they become the victim of circumstance. And they're like, oh my God, why'd you do that? But then when you speak to the person, they tell you, yo, bro, I've been talking to you for, X amount of time. And you wasn't listening to me. Because the only reason why I say this is because I've been on both sides of the pendulum. I was on the side of the one that was messing up. Then I've been on the side of the one that was getting done dirty. So I understand where it comes from. You feel what I'm saying? What it is. So depending on the situation, I feel like you could give somebody another chance if they prove to you that they really want to make it work.
Okay. I just have two more. Men will literally do anything for the woman he loves or cares about. See, she
Say
has
that
your back at times. So what you talking about? Thank you, Sam.
it's at times supposed to be all the time because
No, not
Sammy
no,
got your
no.
back.
It can't be
So
all the
stop
time.
playing with me. It got to be
Sometimes,
all the time, Samantha. Stop playing around. Big hearts for
occasionally.
you, baby.
No, occasionally.
Big hearts for Samantha and an X for Karima.
Wow.
Nah, but what was your question? I'm sorry.
See, exactly. You're over there putting X up like you from the Bronx. Like, which borough you from? You doing all that?
Brooklyn.
Right. So I
Brooklyn.
said men will literally do anything for the woman he truly loves or cares about. Is that true? What's your opinion
Yeah.
on that?
I
Yeah?
mean, anything within reason. Listen up, listen in. Preezy, how you doing, baby? Um, within reasoning, yes. So I agree. I think you're supposed to, and it's supposed to go both ways. Like you're supposed to do everything for your man as well. So it goes both ways within reasoning. If you know the things that your woman or your man is asking for can help strengthen your relationship and make it stronger and make your partner happy, then why not do it? As long as they ain't nothing too crazy. You feel me? So yeah, I think that statement is correct.
Okay. Now, in your next relationship, what if your future girlfriend presented weekly? Yes, it should go both ways, Stacy. I agree. What if she wanted to present like you guys having weekly sit downs to talk about the relationship, to talk about how your week went? Samantha's funny.
W
She's like,
back
you
in the
ain't on
day
my
real.
back, you double back in the day. Wow. See? Exactly, Sam. Let him know.
Woo! Sam, stop playing. But that I love that.
Yeah?
That is something that I would want to do. Yes, weekly sit downs. Yes, because you want to know why?
Why?
It gives you time to catch up on how your partner is feeling. Because if your partner don't say nothing, you're not gonna know what's going on.
That's
So
true.
weekly sit downs is beautiful. Like I'm telling you, I do that with my daughter. You feel what I'm saying? I speak to her on Monday and I say, "Hey baby, how you feeling?" She tells me how she feels. And I speak to her again on Friday. How was
Mm,
your week? What was going on?
I like
I
that.
have a dialogue with her, and the reason why I do that is because I want her to know she can be her own self. She has a voice because a lot of parents get into the false pretense of sit down, shut up, do what I do. No, you're supposed to do that, but there's ways on how to do that. Allow your child to voice their opinion on how they feel, but show them how to go about doing it correctly where you can have a healthy relationship. So that weekly sit down with your partner, I'm all for that. I would love to do stuff like that. But unfortunately, I haven't ran across anybody that would be willing to. So it is what it is.
Yep, it is key. But I did when I saw that, I said I like that weekly sit downs because you just don't know. Yeah, it's good. People don't talk. That's absolutely right, and that helps the relationship and strengthen. And then sometimes you might offend your partner. You don't even know. So if you didn't
Mm-hmm.
tell them, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like you're still learning each other. Even people that's been together for a very long time, you're still learning. Like yeah, it's just different things. We have different
It
trauma. We
is.
have different process. Also, we take in things like it could be the same thing, but we all define it a different way. So even if we didn't mean to offend them, they could have been offended. So my next question is, why do you think men struggle with asking for help? Or do you have a good backbone of friends and people that help you?
Oh,
Like a
what?
good support system?
Sorry, I just wow.
Somebody text you?
Yeah, I just got a crazy message. Oh my god, I should
You
just
want to
say
share it?
nah. Um, damn. Wow. Ask that question one more time. I'm so sorry. I did not want to make it seem like I wasn't paying attention. I
It's
actually was
okay.
looking to my phone to share it to other groups on Facebook, and I just gotta.
It's okay.
But what was the question again? I'm sorry, Karima.
So you weren't listening to me? I'm
Nah,
just kidding.
I got
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Um, why do you think men struggle with asking for help?
because when they do, they turn into a meme. That's why. I mean, because society makes it seem like a man being in tune with his emotions is a weak man. So a lot of men hold it in because they don't want to be made fun of. This is why there's a higher rate of suicide in males than females because of that exact reason. Because, like, for example, One thing I can say that I love about females is even though you guys say you hate each other and fuck that bitch and whatever, blah blah blah, when it comes time to be in unison, y'all come together like transformers. Like if you
Not
talking to
transforming.
somebody and he cheat, that's your same home girl you ain't speak to in 6 weeks. You see, girl, I told you to leave. What you want to do about it? Men don't have that. Men don't have that. You feel what I'm saying? A man can't call a bunch of dudes and be like, boom, 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 bop, 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 because they are gonna say to themselves, damn, could I really be real or could I really display my emotions? I don't want to seem like I'm weak. I don't want to be on the phone with my boy and then he call his boy and be like, yo, that nigga meek, man. He this and that, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So it's like, it's hard because society is not acceptable to a man that wants to speak about his feelings. Like with Tyrese, they dog Tyrese, man. They do that every other day. Tyrese was a new meme. Same thing with Will Smith, a new meme. And I'm just like, how are y'all making fun of somebody that's crying, expressing their emotions? And I'm not just saying it from a male's perspective, but even with a female too. Like, as a female, if you see another female crying about what they're going through, how can you make fun of them or laugh? That's messed up. That's inhumane. So we need to get in a habit of letting it be normal to let a man be themselves. Because the men back in the day were doing the same things, but the difference is a lot of us are not husbands and wives, and they were husbands and wives back in the day. Because what do you think those men were doing when they were coming home from work? Or, or the mobsters back in the day when they were doing anything in the streets coming home to their wife, what you think they was doing talking about their day? Because their woman made it acceptable for them to speak how they feel.
Hmm. Okay, you ready for the next question?
Yeah.
I see you are preoccupied.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm listening.
What if I got to speak to a few of your exes? What would they say about you?
Okay. Ah. No, no, no. I want to be realistic with this
Uh-huh.
answer because I don't want to hold nothing back because I don't hold nothing
That's
back from
good.
I'm not ashamed of my past because it is what it is. But I would say what they would say about me was I was very loyal, super emotional, and I had anger issues.
Anger issues?
Hmm.
That's
Meaning
what
in the sense of meaning,
Mhm.
huh?
No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, meaning in the sense of I wasn't fully identified with my emotions and my feelings. So if what I was doing wasn't getting reciprocated, I would get mad.
Okay.
So that's what they would say. A lot of them would say that, but they would say, I know he loved me. It's just maybe I didn't reciprocate it the way he wanted me to, or maybe he was over loving me, but they would probably say that I was loyal, super emotional, and angry.
Okay. What is your idea of an ideal spouse? So in the future, or girlfriend? I don't know if you plan to get married in the future, but
An ideal
what is?
spouse is for me. Oh, I'm sorry, you were speaking. I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
no, no. Go ahead.
Okay. For
Just like
me,
some characteristics that you're looking for, basically.
well, for me, I like to speak because I like to speak and I'm a storyteller. So it's like I have my moments where I just want to speak. And that's the main thing for me. Let me speak. Let me talk. Even if it's damn, I heard this story. Like, just let me talk. That's all I want. That and you gotta know how to cook, please, because I know how to cook.
Do
You
you?
have to know how to cook and help me be accountable for what I do. If you know I'm doing something wrong, call me out on that. You feel what I'm saying? Don't sit there and be like, girl, this nigga fucking up. He doing this, he doing that. Da, da, da. Hey, babe, your girl, I'm gonna call you right back. Don't do that. If you know I'm doing something wrong that I may not be aware of, hold me accountable. Sit me down, speak to me, talk to me. And also just be a sociable person because I struggle with that. So like I'm kind of in between. I have my sociable moments and then I have my insociable moments. So the ideal female for me, that's like a main characteristic. Communication and be sociable. Because I naturally want to speak about how I feel or speak on things, but because of what I went through in my childhood that leaked into my adulthood, I was afraid to do so. So be sociable. Just have a conversation with me. So those are some of my characteristics I would like to have in my ideal mate.
Okay. And how good are you? Well, do you hold yourself accountable? Because you mentioned accountability, that you want your partner to hold you accountable. Hey, Cherry. Cherry's here.
What up,
See?
bro? What up, bruh?
And
Stop.
I'm sorry, Stacy said something before, but then it disappeared. Something.
Was that it? Oh, that's it. Oh, that probably was the question you
That's
just
just
asked.
now. Yeah, thank you, Stacy. But she also said something prior. It came
Oh,
men's
yeah, this
right
is right
there.
here.
There it is.
Men are too masculine and they
Masculine, they
feel
feel
like
it takes away their masculine. Right. I like men that are emotional. I like men that communicate their feelings. So yeah, I'm fine with all that. I like
yeah,
transparency and I like vulnerability. See,
yeah,
I almost
exactly.
messed up on that word too.
I'm the same way, trust me. But the thing is, the key to that is just keep flowing. And if you stop, they're gonna be like, hold on, he messed up on that word. If you keep flowing with it, they ain't gonna pick up on it. Trust me. Like I
Yeah,
watched a lot of podcasts where I was doing the same thing, and I'm like, they didn't realize because I just kept going with it. Like I just kept going to the next word, like I didn't stutter or I didn't mess up the word. So that's the key, man. Keep flowing with
I don't know. I make a lot of faces, so I make a face. Thank you
it.
for joining in, Cherry, after you got off of work. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you, Cherry.
Yes, because he
Thank
was
you so
calling all
much.
his guys. Is Taj on? Can you see? Is my friend
Yeah,
Taj?
no, it's just a bunch of girls, but you know what I think it is. I
Ooh.
think because you asking the nice questions, they like, oh, he's sensitive. Oh, that's a nice answer. But soon you start asking those raunchy joints, watch y'all come together like transformers and try to Gensu my ass.
Did you
So
cheat on your last relationship? Is that what ended it? Did you cheat?
you ask what ended it?
No, like was cheating a factor of your last relationship ending?
My last relationship, the reason why it ended was because sex and alcohol was the basis of the relationship. No communication, no nothing. It was just sex and alcohol. And once those components were taken away, we looking at each other like, damn, I don't even know who you are. And she looking at me like, damn, Lamika, I don't know who you are either. I don't like you. I
Mm,
don't like you either. But this is 3, 4 years in, but we're both comfortable. So let's just see what can happen.
that's crazy.
So that's why. I'm not going to be, oh, I was the best boyfriend and she did me wrong because that's cap. I wasn't the best boyfriend. And I know I did wrong, but she did too. So to be politically correct, I'm just going to leave it as it was a, a bad masterpiece. Or not a bad masterpiece, a bad mixture that turned into a chaotic masterpiece.
That sounds terrible. Okay. How do you feel when you get unexpected like pictures and videos from the girl that you're talking to or you're dating? You smiling? You enjoy them?
Hell yeah. I mean, who don't?
You like unexpected, so you like that ding 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 ding, all those messages coming in, all those videos and the attachments.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, who don't? Who don't? Who don't? You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, what woman doesn't love to get a random "I just love you, baby" just because
So
message?
you're comparing it to that. That's how you guys feel.
Yes, that's a man's equivalency of "I love you" text message to a female. Because the reason why I'm saying that because it's like now when a man's having a bad day at work, he's going in the corner like, yo, come on, what's up? That's when I get home, boy. Woo. I can't wait to get home and massage them thighs. I can't wait to get home and just hug her. Like, You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't want to get that? Or for example, for a female, man, my man love me. Look what he like. I know he busy at work, and he texting me talking about he love me, and he going, man, I can't wait to get home to this man because I know he hungry, and he know I don't like Tasha at work, so he know we gonna be talking.
Ah, that's funny.
So so he gonna be cooking me a meal, and I'm gonna be talking about my day, and then he gonna massage me and tell me he love me, and then tell me forget that girl, you better than her, and all of that. So yeah, I mean, who doesn't love that?
Okay.
That's
That
smart.
smile was like, right. He started, yo, right. He started. That's funny, right? He was, I didn't even finish the question and he was smiling. That is hilarious. You are funny. That's like when you're in the same room with her and you with your friends and she sends a picture. Like
Exactly.
so you can see that's that goofy smile you just had, Sam,
Yeah.
right there, that smile you had, you can see it in person because you guys are around, you out or whatever, you at a casino, you on a trip, you with your friends, like, and you got the picture so you can see it.
Because
Yeah,
I feel for me, the reason why males do that, well, guys do that for girls, is to remind them from an emotional standpoint, you're special. You mean something to me. And I feel like the reason why females do that to a man is because to show them all of this is at home waiting for you. So when you get home, all of this is going to be here. So that gives them like a level headedness in a way. Like, why would I? Well, a man is supposed to, but boys don't. Why would I mess this up? This girl does all of these things for me. Why would I mess this up? A female would say to herself, this man is showing me he loves me. He does everything for me. Why would I mess it up? So I feel like things like that are kind of like a reminder to let your partner know I'm here. So
okay. Well, that's interesting. So, like I said earlier, I heard something on the radio. One station, yes, that is the best Stacy. That's also falls Nikki Nicole. Oh, I think you did an
yeah,
interview with her as well,
podcast.
right? Yeah, look at that. I'm
Yeah, hey
recognizing all your
guest.
guests.
He said hi
That's
to you
great.
too. He said, hey guest.
Hey, author Nikki Nicole. I'm recognizing all your people. See, that means I
It's
watched
your
your
show. Remember,
show.
this is your show.
Right. She was on my show. That's right. Absolutely. Yes. Are you good at relationships, Meek?
Is this we're talking about now or past tense? I want to make
You
sure I
can
answer.
you can actually just that would be like a two-tiered question. So
Past tense?
yes.
No, not at all. Not at all. The only reason why I say that is because I didn't have control over my emotions. Because, like I said, everything was suppressed and held in. So I didn't take the time that I needed to get myself together. So I would lash out and take it out on other people. So back then, no. Right now, I still would say no, but I also would say yes at the same time because as time progresses, I'm starting to identify and deal with my feelings and deal with my personal demons and my personal transgressions. So when I decide to get into another relationship, I won't bring that baggage with me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So
Yes.
yeah. So I
I'm
don't know if that
working.
answers your question, but
It does. It does. It does. You definitely don't want to bring in past baggage. Yes, totally working on that. No one wants to deal with someone's past baggage. So absolutely. I have a question from one of our viewers. Females like pics too. Okay, Tasha. Yes. Yes. So I yes, you didn't ask me that question back, me.
yeah,
Oh,
I
look, that
knew
means Tasha was
I
smiling.
knew you was a freak, Tasha.
Mm. Sam said no.
I'm
No?
messing with you, girl.
No, you don't like pictures, Sam? Is that what she's saying? Or no, you're not good at relation. No, he's not good at relation. Oh, okay, there we go. She's
Yeah,
asking
she
more.
says no. You see what I'm saying? You do. Why you doing me like that, baby? Come on, baby. But what was the question you said that the
Oh, so one of the viewers put this question out. They want to know men or just people in general. I guess men or women because
okay
that's the only two people, right? Who
okay
are addicted? So men or just men or women that are addicted to porn. Are you able to tell? And does it have an like if they're addicted to porn? Would it have an effect on dating in 2025? So we can discuss like just dating different.
well some telltale signs about um somebody being addicted to porn is this because I just recently figured this out. like maybe a couple of months ago, that when you are on your browser, you can have like a private
Mm-hmm.
browser kind of thing to where you got to put a password to go in there to reach those links.
Really?
That's one. Yeah, I just realized this about maybe a couple of months ago. That's one telltale sign. Another telltale sign is if your man goes in the bathroom. And the only reason why I say it, because I used to do this shit, so that I'm just giving y'all some gems. If the man goes in the bathroom with his phone and he's in and turns the water on and he's in there for like 45 minutes, that man is not taking a 45-minute to an hour shower. He's beating his meat first, then he's going in the shower, then he's coming to you. So the only reason why I said, because like I said, I used to do that personally myself. I would be in there for like an hour, hour and a half type shit. And
An
the girl,
hour and a half.
because you got to find the right, the right thing to look at to, help you handle your business. And sometimes you may start on page one and then end up at page 87. It happens like that, bro. You know?
That's a lot. So the second question this person had: why are women so desperate for money that they settle their dignity? I guess they question, they don't care about the dignity so much, like for OnlyFans and porn. And women are just as equal as a man. So just basically, I guess men or women, why are they so desperate that they're willing to sacrifice anything to for money? Like what is this desperation that is in this generation?
I don't know.
About for fame and money, I guess you can say, and likes on social media and followers. We could just put that all together. What's the topic? It's actually it's multiple topics. This is just a Q&A, so it's just various things. We're going to talk about like dating, his past, him, like just like his viewpoint as a man. So I just asking him like random questions, and then also his opinions on women and dating and stuff. It's all over the place, but
Yo, Nikki, why you
not an
coming
hour
at
and a
me?
half. That's
Oh,
funny.
no, but to answer your question though, Karima, because you, okay, I'm not going to say you, but morals are not really displayed on social media.
No self
Okay,
worth. Yep.
standards are not really displayed on social media. Boundaries are not really displayed on social media. What's displayed is I got a 2020 Maserati. You got a 2006. I'm better than you. And everybody that's looking is going to say, I'm better than you. So what you need to do is get your chips up to get this 2020 Maserati, or I'm going to always be better than you. So to answer your question, the reason why people are willing to sacrifice their dignity for money is because that's what's being shown. What's being shown is, what do you have? Because a lot of people can be millionaires. Because my therapist told me this. Majority of the people that he sees are well into the six figures and are miserable because they was chasing that money, because society made it seem like if you have money, you have happiness. You don't. Like a little quick story. I'm not going to get into it because I get emotional when I talk about it. But what happened to my cousin Josh showed me money is the root of all evil. Because when he didn't have the money, he was good. But when he had the money, everybody was around, wanted to be his friend, and he was doing this for them, and he was doing that for them. And then once the money, when the well ran dry, they disappeared. And once they disappeared, I feel personally that played a part in his demise because of that.
I gotta get my laptop charger. I'm gonna ask you another question, and then I'm gonna run to get my laptop charger. But
Oh,
that was a very good answer. I
yeah.
think yeah. So I think social media is a lot of comparison, but for me, I think it's also people. Now they can keep their six figures. Yeah, I'll keep my self worth. Absolutely, absolutely. I don't know. I feel like it's just such like a false. it's like a false sense of reality. That's what I think. Like I like social media. I like it because I listen to a lot of like my algorithm is all motivation. You need to find the right rhythm. Oh wait, hold on.
Yo, I did that same thing too. Yo, Sam, that's why I fuck with you.
Because I just said rhythm too, right? Or I said algorithm. Because then I'm looking like what? So look, you
Yo,
talk, you respond to her. Let me go get my charger, okay?
yeah,
While you
yeah, yeah,
respond
yeah,
to
yeah,
that,
yeah.
yeah. Let me go get my charger for
But
my
yes, author Nikki Nicole, the love of money, it is. It's the root of all evil, man. Because it's like it all depends on the person who has the money, you know. And with the situation with my cousin, he was a giving person, and he just wanted love. He wanted to feel validated. You feel what I'm saying? He wanted people to say, "Yo, thank you, bro. I love you, bro. Give me a hug, bro." So that's why he did the things that he did. But once the well ran dry, and now he was the one like, "Can I get that hug?" or "Can you look out for me?" And people turned his back on him. I feel that's what led to his early demise, which is sad. But he showed me the definition of money can be the root of all evil. Seriously. Exactly, Stacey. Keep them six figures. I agree with you because it's like for me, if you would have said this to me or asked me this question 15 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, give me that bag. Because no BS, y'all. I've done a lot of things and I've accumulated a lot of money, in my past, and I have nothing to say for it because you want to know why? You're not going to respect quick money. Whatever you can get like that, you're not going to respect. You're going to respect something that you work hard for. That's why now I would rather work hard for my money. Stacy, I've been saying for the longest I wanted a Dodge Charger, and I want a Dodge Charger, and I know I can do things to get that Dodge Charger. But then I say to myself, from a moral standpoint, you know, it will go against my character and what I'm trying to be or who I'm trying to be. So I say, you know what? I'm just going to chill and wait for that Dodge Charger. So, but Sam, I messed with you, girl. Like that was funny what you said. Yeah, you gotta respect what you do. You do because author Nikki Nicole, no BS. Like, I mean, I can say it now. It is what it is. I used to do a lot of scamming. Anybody from Brooklyn, from New York, Samantha, scams was what we did to get by. And I'm telling you, 5,000 here, 10 here, running through it, running through it, running through it, running through it. And then I'm just like, damn, now when I need that, I don't got it because you want to know why? I didn't respect what I had to do to get it. I said, you know what? I can spend this $5,000 because I'm going to get it back again in another 3 months. Now I'm like, if I spend $10, damn, if I spend $10, I got to wait till my next check. Oh, Lord, So, but welcome back, host. I was waiting for you.
Thank you. Look like you've been doing a great job.
Yes.
I'm really proud of you. That damn Dodge.
Now
And
we're talking about my dream car. I want a Dodge Charger.
oh really? Yeah, those are those are good cars.
I love it.
What's your
What do you?
opinion on ghosting? Are you a ghoster? Have you ever been ghosted?
Hell yeah, that pisses me. Forget about it. That pisses me off. I can't stand when the people want to ghost. Why you want to ghost? Just say, no habla así, leave me alone, and that's it.
That's it. No mas.
No mas. That's it. Karima, I hate ghosting.
Yeah, I think it's immature.
It is because you're keeping that person in limbo, and depending on how much feelings they have for you, that person could be in limbo for months. And meanwhile, you done moved on and you speaking to the next guy or speaking to the next girl. I hate ghosting.
Hmm.
Man, you about to get me upset. I hate ghosting.
So you've never ghosted a woman? Is that basically? I hate when people ghost me, but I understand now why people do it. Okay. Okay. You want to elaborate on that? I mean, some people are weird. Some people are crazy. I feel
That's
like
that's
that.
a different type
Right.
of ghost. That is this guy or this girl, something's wrong with them, him or her mentally. Let me stay away. That's different. That's you protecting yourself from a crazy situation. But what I'm saying is, if me and you are on unison and we're vibing and everything is cool, then you just stop speaking to me.
Right.
That I can't stand.
Right. Right. Because it's not like it was the first day. Sometimes you have to walk away for your peace. But what about
Exactly.
after a certain time frame? Like if you've been talking for a few months. Like I feel like maybe like in the beginning, or like you see the first date is not going right, the second date, like there's no, you know what I mean? Like this, you don't owe this person anything. But yeah, I definitely, I'm all about peace. What do you think about this woman? This man said that you can have access to my body, but I can't have access to your phone. What do you think about that statement? Yes, you always have to protect your morals and values. I definitely agree with that.
I mean,
And your peace. Peace is so important. Do you
for
go through
me,
phones? Did you ever go through phones in the past? You ever had a girl
hell
go through your
yeah,
phone? Wait,
hell
you
yeah,
went through phones, Meek? Meek,
yeah, yeah,
you go through phones?
yeah.
You a,
Not now though, but I
you
did. Yeah,
a snooper?
yeah. Snoop Dogg's my cousin. You
Mm,
know
mm,
that?
mm.
Nah, but the only reason why I did it at that point in my life is because I was very insecure about myself, and I was looking for validation. So that's why I went through those girls' phones back then. Now, I don't care to do that because if you are doing something wrong that you ain't supposed to be doing, it's going to come to the light.
I sure will.
It's going to come to the light. So it's like now I don't have to do that. Like, go ahead, baby. Or okay, bet. But just like with females that got that one dude that's in the background, he ain't overstepping his boundary and he waiting for your man to mess up. The same thing go for dudes. You got that one chick that be like, damn, I want that dude, but I know I can't get that dude because he loves his girl. But the minute she messes up, front and center. So
That's what
that's how
men
I
do.
look at it. Huh?
That's what y'all men be doing. Sitting there on the sideline just waiting.
I mean, and it's sad, but a lot of men do that, and I call them simps. I'm sorry. A lot of simps do that. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and wait on the sideline watching the female with another man. Oh, look what my man got me. He got me flowers. And the whole time you sitting here like, I want you so bad. That's corny. Move on with your life, bro. But to backtrack, men do that and women do it as well. So I'm not going to be going through your phone. I have no need for it. You feel what I'm saying? If your phone is ding 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 ding, ding, I'm just gonna look at you like you gonna answer that
Mm.
because now I know something going on. And no BS. The way the universe is set up for me is to the point where I don't really have to do a thorough investigation about your background or who you are because the universe tells me. And I see that as a sign of the universe is feeling that I'm accepting of knowing these things because I'm becoming more mature. You feel what I'm saying? Because the universe is always going to tell you what you need to know if they feel like you're ready for it.
That's
So
true. I
I
feel like
leave it. Yeah, exactly.
I feel like you do not have to do any. I mean, I'm a thorough. I've been a private investigator like my whole life, like before law school, and I can find out many things. But like now, I feel like I don't even have to do that anymore. It's like things. I don't know if it's like you're just so blessed. Sometimes things just fall in. You don't even have to look for stuff. Like it just things just be in your face. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy how things happen. And I don't look at phones either. I don't look at phones even when I'm sitting there with my man, with my guy, my boo. I don't even if I'm right next to you, I'm not even looking at your move. Like I don't even want to see because I have very good vision. I can literally see. I don't want to see nothing. Sam said, I feel you should put your big girl panties or your big boy boxes and tell them how you feel. Be honest with the person. Don't ghost them. That's immature as fuck. Absolutely. Author Nikki Nicole said the same thing. Yes, just communicate. But I think that's a problem in general, even with ghosting and then even in a relationship. Like communication is not always, and people communicate different ways as well. You know what I mean? Like, I think I saw TD Jakes, he said something like, what I define as love, like I could say love, what love is to me, it's not the same thing to you or money or work. You know what I mean? And that's based off our journey in life. That's based off how we grew up. That's based on how we learn, how we hear. You know what I mean? Like our definitions are different. It's just that's just in our level of communication is different as well. Yes, Cherry, I'm a private investigator. If you need any help or you need to find someone or you just, I'm here. You have my phone number. You don't need my business card. I'm a private. I told you I worked with detective. I used to watch Law and Order all the time. I literally was a detective.
Me too. Yo, me too.
I'm a DT. I'm a detective at this point. That's it. Like, okay. So my next question is, why do men withdraw themselves? Why do you, or maybe you can, not just men in general, but like I guess you can, it can be more specific, or
Like
just
withdraw
in
myself from a
generalize
situation. Is
from a
that what you mean?
situation, or just like sometimes even when your girl's trying to talk to you, like why do you
Okay.
withdraw? Do you need time to think? Do you like you not want to be a burden? Do you just need silence sometimes? You have like, because I know men have like the weight on their shoulders. They feel like, you know what I'm, and like when we're walking with you, I know you guys are calculated. Like we're just sitting there like la 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 la. But you
Yeah.
guys are like looking out for danger. You guys are looking and your brain is always going. I think women overthink. I overthink. My brain is always on overdrive. So I can only imagine a man's brain. You know what I mean? Like looking here, looking there, think about this, that. So yeah, why do you withdraw from yourself? Like just from the world. Even sometimes, like, you know, we're friends and sometimes I hit you up and I can't reach you. So why do you withdraw?
Because I feel like my boy Craig, what's up? Well, for me personally, I'm going to speak from a personal perspective. For me personally, the reason why I withdraw is because every time I see myself getting into my emotions as far as speaking about how I feel with people, it always backfires on me. Something always happens, whether it may be something that I might say or whether it may be something that the person might say that will make me withdraw. So that's for me, from a personal perspective. But from a societal perspective, I feel like the reason why a lot of men withdraw because the only thing they have is their emotions and how they feel. The masculinity is out the window because society ripped that shit to shreds,
Really?
and still to this day tries its best to take it away from men. So I feel the reason why men in this generation withdraw is because if I say how I feel to the wrong person, the whole world is going to know. So before I take that chance of putting myself in that situation, let me withdraw. Let me back up a little bit,
Hmm.
which is not a good thing
Mm-hmm.
because you need to speak.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You need to
Mm-hmm.
speak. But to answer your question, I think that's why. From a personal perspective and from a societal perspective, I think that.
Okay. What is your opinion on social media? Let me put this on mute. Social media with your significant other. So, how transparent are you on social media with your girlfriend? What do you think is enough for a relationship? Do you think it's necessary to post, or just like enough to show people that you're not single? What is your opinion?
Uh, for me, at one point, I was like, "Why you don't put that you're in a relationship on Facebook or Instagram or whatever it may be?" I haven't had to worry about that in a long time, so I don't know what social media sites allow you to do that. But then the flip side of that is, I realized the more people knew that you were in a relationship, the more people that tried to put in their 2 cents, that try to mess it up, that try to
Mm-hmm.
say, "Did you see that picture your girl post? Why is she doing that?" Or "Did you see that the picture your man post?" Or that little comment that he said? Why is he doing that? Why is he saying that? But the flip side to that is, I know this girl. She was married for 5 years with children, happily married. And I'm like, the first thing I said to her, "Why you ain't posted? Why you ain't show people your happiness?" And then you know what she said to me? "Why are you single?
Mm.
Why you ain't got a girl?" Then I looked at her, she looked at me, and she said, "You ain't got to answer. Let me guess, everybody was in your business." And I said, "Damn." I said, "Damn. Yeah."
Hmm.
So now I see it as, I don't need everybody else to validate that you have a man. Do you know you have a man? Do you know you have a girl? Do you respect that man? Do you respect that girl? Are you loyal to that man? Are you loyal to that girl? Yeah, that's enough for me.
Hmm. Have you ever dated someone with a lot of followers? Like, what is your opinion on? Because I went out to happy hour in Philly a couple of months ago with a friend of mine and then his mutual friend, and she was saying that the guy that was trying to talk to her, he has like 15,000 followers, and like she don't like come men, like with that many followers or like in the mix. Okay, Tasha said a private life is a happy life. Absolutely.
Absolutely, 100%.
So what do you have you ever dated with someone dated anyone with a lot of followers, or do you like tend to like just
I mean,
date
at the end of the
people?
day, it's like that don't mean nothing to me.
Really?
Like if I'm in it, as long as you're not doing no OnlyFans shit, because like I said in the last podcast, I'm totally against that. Do what you got to do to get by, but I'm not talking about the feet and the nail pick OnlyFans girls. You know the OnlyFans, what I'm talking about, who I'm talking about.
Mm.
That I have a problem with. But if you're famous, no problem. As long as you say this is my man Meek or this is my husband Meek, I don't got a problem. Like for example, with Denzel Washington and Pauletta Washington. Pauletta, she's a famous actress too, but Denzel's fame trumps hers.
Absolutely.
And
I
every
didn't even know
time,
she acted.
yeah, exactly my point. And every time he does an interview, he makes sure the interviewer addresses his wife as well.
I love that. I love them.
That's enough for me. The same thing with Samuel L. Jackson. I don't even know his wife's name, but he does the same thing. Morris Chestnut, the same thing.
Hmm.
Address me, of course, because I am the reason why you're doing the interview, but my wife is right here. My husband is right here. Address them as well. So
Right.
for me, I don't have a problem with that. I don't care. You can be a famous person. Shit. I might try to use your fame to boost my podcast. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a bean. I don't care about all of that. As long as you make me feel like I'm supposed to feel, and vice versa, it's all gravy, baby.
All right. I
Put
have
on
a
some turkey.
awesome turkey. I have a two-tiered question. So I hear a lot that men. Let me ask the question instead of a leading question, like you're on trial or you're one of the like I'm cross-examining you. So I want this to be an unbiased question. What do you feel as far as gifting? So women gifting men. Because I'm trying to ask it in a way that I don't want to like.
No, no, I know what you mean.
So basically, what do you think? How are the gifts that men receive from women? That's how I should ask it. And then I have then the second question of that would be, what is the best gift you've ever received from a woman and why? So, what is your opinion on how like what do like women gifting for your birthday or like Valentine's Day or like Christmas like
I mean, if we in a relationship, and I'm not gonna say I expect it, but it will be appreciated. But if me and you are like friends, I wouldn't want you to do nothing like that because whatever. Give me a birthday card from 99 cent store. Happy birthday, fool, and that's it.
do you think men get gypped in the gift department from women? Like
Yes,
it's societal like expected
yes,
for women
yes,
to get the gifts and like Valentine's Day or women give sex for a gift for Valentine. Like is
yes.
that not a gift? Like I hear a lot of complaints about that. Like
I
that's
mean,
not a gift. Like
for me, I think it does. Like I said, statistics. You can look it up. You can compare what a woman gives a man for Valentine's Day or a birthday versus what a woman gives to, you know what I mean, or what a man
I get
gives
what
to.
you're saying. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, 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 yes.
So it's really no comparison. I feel, far as the gift exchanging department goes, women benefit more from that.
Yeah.
Because, for example, I'm not saying it don't happen. So for the women that are watching, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I have yet to hear a woman pay for a trip. I'm talking about the Airbnb. I'm talking about the round trip tickets. I'm talking about the food, the drink packages. I have yet to hear a woman say they paid for all of that. I heard a bunch of men though, and the only thing that they got was the same thing that they was getting back in New York. Let's just say Brooklyn, pussy. But now she thinks because she's giving you vagina in Dubai, that's enough. What? Bro, I blew like 3 or 5 stacks on you. Like, you ain't even like, at least buy me one of those expensive Homahi Mai's or whatever they be putting on their head. I forgot what it's called. Something like, you gave me this back in New York. This ain't nothing. So that's just how I feel about it.
Well, I'm a good gift giver. I am to anybody, but especially to my guy.
So let me
Like
ask you a question. So me and
I
you,
study.
we have been family for a long time, and we have been officially cool for a long time. So 2021. So 4 birthdays passed. Haven't got a gift. So what's up with that, Bow? What's up? Just saying. 4 birthdays passed.
I hung out with you for your birthday though. Didn't I bought you a drink? Remember 2 years ago when you was out here?
Not the
And you
drink.
was drunk. I took care of you. You was done. Like,
Nah,
what are
I
you
was
talking
though.
about?
I ain't
Right.
gonna
It
lie.
was
I
over
was
for you.
done.
So what are you
I
saying?
was done.
It was over for you, right?
I remember that, and I kept saying, "I
You
love you."
don't remember. You were done.
I was. I remember bits and pieces. I remember telling
Bits
you
and
I love
pieces.
you like 50 million times.
You was done. You was toasted.
Yeah.
It was over for you. But
But
I
I ain't
personally,
doing that bad though, right?
no, you did it. You was
I
cool.
just, I just
You
want to
was
make
cool.
sure.
Everything was cool. It was it was nice. It was cool. But I'm a good gift giver.
So
I
speaking
study
of that,
people.
gotta cut you off.
Your birthday's
Birthdays,
coming up. I
yeah.
know. I know. I already know
So
what you're gonna
what's
say.
up?
I'm
You
psychic.
live, you live now. So
I can't hear
birthdays
you. The
coming up.
service is me. Me. Right. I can't
That's
hear
me hearing,
you.
right?
I
Yeah.
no. I'm text me. I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. I can hear you.
Okay, so we back. We back in action. But I like I was saying, I'm a great gift giver. Like I study. I listen. I know. I know.
Yeah.
So while you were talking, because I didn't want to cut you off,
Okay.
you said men. Men pay for trips. That's what you were saying a lot, right? A lot more than women because you've never heard of it. But that's because men, they just like be offering. Like I haven't seen this guy from law school in years. And we all went out, me, him, and a mutual friend. We went out to Harlem. And he is sitting there in my ear. I hope he's not watching. In my ear,
You ain't
just
say
like
no names. Remember that.
I'm not
As
saying
long
no
as you don't
names.
say
I
no
don't say
names,
no
it don't
names,
matter.
but I put too many clues out there anyway just now. So he's just like offering like to take me somewhere. He's like, "Oh, you work from home. I'm gonna take like." I feel like men think like so. I think so. I was saying this to somebody that men that offer trips, not offer trips. I guess for him, I don't know. Anyway, let me retract. It doesn't matter. He was just doing too much. So I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
tell you why. Like I said to you before in the previous podcast, women are the gatekeepers, bro. Because you have women, the influential women, not all women, but the influential women are on TV telling you, if you want this, you gotta have this, you gotta put this on, you gotta pay for this, you gotta pay for that. And by the way, I ain't cooking or cleaning either. So that's why men are
That's
like,
Cardi B said that, and she got married.
she's
And
influential.
she got married,
And look
and
what
she
happened.
had a husband.
And
But
she ain't married no more.
he's a serial cheater though. That doesn't necessarily mean
The
it's
thing
because
is,
of
but the
her.
thing, okay,
He
okay,
literally just likes to cheat.
okay, you're saying that because of what is in society or what you see on social media. How do you know?
And how
Like
do
for
you know it's
example,
because she didn't cook and clean?
she said it on the damn song. I don't
She
cook
got a husband. She don't cook, she don't clean, but she had a husband and she had 3 kids.
because maybe the Toto was good and maybe she was
No.
Cardi B and he was Offset. Like for example, I'm gonna give you an example of what I mean about you will never know what goes on in personal people's lives. Look at Papoose and Remy Ma. For every
Right.
person from the hood, from every person that was from the hood that came from the bottom, wasn't idolizing Jay-Z and Beyonce because they already were self-made. Papoose and Remy Ma came from the bottom. So every hood relationship wanted to be Papoose and Remy Ma. And look what happened with that. Because you want to know why? You're going off what you hear versus what you know. That is an example of what I mean. You're hearing Offset doing all of these things, but how do you know Cardi B wasn't doing nothing? Not saying she was, but how do you know she wasn't doing nothing? But the backtrack to what you were saying is a lot of the influential women, I'm going to say this again, not all women, but the influential women are telling men, have money, have a car, have a house, pay for everything. So, of course, you're saying this, and you have the millions and millions of men seeing this on TV, and they're going to think, that's what I have to do to get a woman. But meanwhile, you got women like you that are good women, and women like the women are in my chat that are good
Absolutely.
women,
Yeah.
that are good women, that can't find a good man. Because you want to know why? The influential black and Latino females are on TV making y'all look stupid. You feel what I'm saying? I always say that. I said this in a post a long time ago. We need less Cardi B's and more Janae Aikos. That's what we need. But look, the Nicki Minaj's after Little Kim, Foxy Brown after Foxy Brown, Nicki Minaj after Nicki Minaj, Cardi B after Cardi B, Sexy Red. you, you feel what I'm saying? And all of these women are saying the same thing. I got that wet, gushy, call it a water slide.
That's a very catchy song, though. I'm not
I
gonna
mean, it
lie.
is. It really is, but it's facts what I'm saying. So that's why I said in my last podcast, the good women need to be more vocal because y'all are out there. But I get it. You've been hurt. You don't want to get hurt again. You don't want to put yourself out there. But to the ladies that are watching that are good women, we're not gonna know if you're a good woman if you don't put yourself out there. You got to take that chance. Like I said earlier, this is the comfortability. This is you, comfortability. This is the line of uncomfortability, and this is the side of where you need to be on.
The
You
life of
feel
what you want, the life that you truly want, is on the other side of fear
it's
and
uncomfortable.
comfortability.
Exactly,
Mhm.
exactly what I'm saying. So, all the good women out there, I salute y'all. Speak up more. You need to talk more because I'm tired of hearing Sexy Red's ass. Please start talking.
Well, Stacy said before that, if I remember correctly, she said something like she has a lot of followers and she's encountered dating people who's asked her to quit doing what she does because she has so many followers. So I guess it's very hard to date someone with a lot of followers or the type of industry that you're in. Sam said, but I feel like most of these men today want you to bring the whole table right to the table, the whole house, everything. But then when you ask them what they're bringing to the table, they pull out the hard dick and bubble gum. Then what? Right. That's what you're offering. You talking about what women offer. What about what men? Thank you, Samantha. Coming in at 10
I
o'clock. Thank
okay.
you.
So let me ask you a question.
Table to the table.
Let me ask you a question. If you, Samantha, this is towards you. If you can find me a clip where a man asks for all of those things, I will shut up right now
Why she
because
needs to
I
bring
can
you the
show.
clip?
Because my famous line is, "Show me the Carfax." Whatever I'm saying right now, I have proof in my phone that I can send to people to show them these are statistical facts. I'm not saying you're lying, Samantha, because I'm not trying to put that out there, but show me a video where a man was asking for all of the things that you just said just now. Because I named six different women that supported what I just said just now. That you know because you've seen it yourself on TV. Just saying.
Before you go on a date, do you stalk or have you ever investigated? I'm sorry, investigated or did research on a prospective date, social media, or just anything in general? Like, what do you?
No,
How do you prepare before you meet someone? You just like
I,
go out
I
on
just
a
I
date
just go because the
with
reason
them.
why I'm saying that because social media nine times out of 10 is going to pertain to a person's fake life. Is going to pertain to a persona that they want you to see that they live, and it's bullshit. Like for example, all of these peoples that I see that have tens and thousands of fucking followers are just as broke as me, just as fucked up as me. But from an outsider's perspective, oh my God, this guy got 100,000 followers. I know he living that life. Oh my God, this girl has 1 million followers. I know she's living that life. So me, I'm very old school with my shit. I'm just gonna come see you, and whatever the energy is that we bounce off each other is how I'm gonna know where we go from here. So if the energy is messed up, I don't give a crap if you got 200,000 followers, and I know I can get some of your followers to help me and do my thing. Negative. If I ain't rocking with you, if the energy is messed up, or if the energy bouncing back and forth ain't good, I'm out. Chuck the deuces, like Chris Brown said.
Well, okay, Stacey agrees with you. 5 exclamation marks. So she definitely agrees with you. Now, I'm not sure if I asked this question before. I have a couple questions left because we have 15 minutes.
Okay.
Is it true that did I ask this question before, that when a man meets a woman, they know whether they will sleep with her,
Yeah,
be
you
with
asked that.
her? I did. That's a good question. I'm surprised I asked that. So what would a perfect day for you look like? And if that and are you going after that day after day?
Shalom, my brother and sister Taj. Now you want to come
Oh,
see
there
where
he is.
you was at.
Taj, shalom. Where
Kareem,
you
yo,
been?
the host of the show was just asking for you, bro.
Where I asked for him 20 minutes ago. Meek was sinking. He needed you.
Word. I was singing like the Titanic, man.
Oh no.
I need you to throw that life raft out there and help me, bro. Just go with
Scout
the
with the
flow
phone
and
if
the
the energy
energy.
ritual keep going.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So you never met a girl and you be like, nah, like I gotta see her again. Like she's gonna be my girl. Something like,
I
like
mean, yeah,
never.
of course. Of course. I mean, I've met plenty of girls like that. Like, damn, it was just something about her. I had to be around her. But for me personally, I was a very shallow person. I was the type of person where if I'm walking around with you under my arm, you had to be the baddest ish or nothing. And usually the baddest ishes have the worstest, it's not even a word I know, attitudes. Seriously, because if I run down my roster of all of my exes, you
Rasta. You turned the light out. You saw that? The light went out. Rasta.
I'm
The
speaking
light
the
turned
truth.
off.
Because the
You saw that?
Meek speaks the light.
You saw that?
Meek is the light. That's my name. Meek Villa loses. Meek
That's
sees the light.
crazy.
You feel what I'm saying? You see? And look, Meek is the light, and the light turned back on. You see that? You see that? And I didn't even have to lay a finger.
So wow. Okay.
But
Congratulations. Yes.
yeah, exactly. But for me personally, that's just how I was. And I realized all of them had nasty attitudes, bro. Nasty attitudes, and we really had nothing from a mental and emotional standpoint that made us compatible. So it's like now I'm like, if the vibe is right, I'm flowing with it. Where we gonna go? I don't know how to swim, so make sure we flowing somewhere with shallow water. You feel me?
Okay. What if you text a girl and she gets back to you a day or two later habitually? What do you think about that? What do you think about delayed text, delayed replies? I guess I can sum it like that.
Well,
Consistently.
I'm gonna say
'Cause
something that somebody said to me that I'm not cool with, man. You know who you are. I ain't gotta say nothing, but I will do that real quick. Anyway, this person said to me, majority of the people have their phone in their hands at least 3 to 6 hours out of their 8 hour day. Whether they may be looking at videos, scrolling on social media, doing work. So they see your messages. So if a person is choosing not to respond to your message right away, that is their way of telling you you are not important enough for me to feel like I have to respond to you. So if I text you and you respond 2 or 3 days later, and this is starting to become a habitual thing, I'm just gonna cut you off. This ain't working out, and that's it. Because that's facts. Because it's not like you're a rich and famous person. You're a person just like me trying to get by. So for you to not to take the time out your day to feel like you should respond to my messages is you basically saying to me, I don't look at you like that. So just cutting you off.
Well, what if they are very busy and semi-famous?
That's something we gotta speak about.
So that's an excuse,
It's
or is
not
that
an excuse at all. It's not an excuse. If you're somebody that's really busy and really famous, okay, I understand what you do and who you are. This is what I signed up for, but there has to be negated days and times for me that you have to make sure you abide by for me to understand this lifestyle that you're living. Now, if we have agreed negated days and times that we speak and you choose to neglect those, then I'm going to be like, you know what? This is not working because I brought it down to your level and worked around your schedule to see when you were available to talk to me. So I'm basically diminishing myself in a way and submitting myself to you for you to still shit on me. So
okay? No excuse. If you care, you'll make time, even if it's a 2 second hello. Right? Let's see. Yeah.
I like
Nobody
that.
is too busy. That's what I see for the most part. People say it's no one's too busy for the person who. Okay, so yes, I agree with that. What do you think about? So I saw something that said that morning texts are addictive to women. Do you believe that? And if that's the case, then why? How often in the talking stage? How often do you think you guys should be talking, like sending those good morning texts? Because
I
there's a
mean,
difference between talking, dating, right?
um, for me personally, I feel like depending, not all the time, but if I'm texting you throughout the whole day,
It's a lot.
you're responding to me right away, what kind of job you got, bro? What the fuck are you doing? For real.
That's
I
funny.
mean, it may be okay Monday and Tuesday, but then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, yo, I gotta get to work. So for me personally, am I gonna say that's the first thing I think about sending a good morning text? No, but I might send an afternoon text to see how you doing. You feel what I'm saying? Because in the morning, you getting in the shower, you getting yourself ready for your day, you getting into work, you get into the groove of things. So you're not going to really be thinking in that aspect because you got to do what you got to do to maintain your job. So I don't believe in that texting throughout the day, all day. Once in the blue moon, yeah, but all the time on a daily basis, nah, that shit gets corny after a while.
So I don't know. I don't need to text all day, but I think texting is so easy to do. It's not like talking. Now talking on the phone, that's too distracting for me. You know what I mean? Like one of the last guys I used to deal with, I used to talk to him all the time. He would call me in the morning, on his way to work, on his break. I'm like, yo, that's too much talking. But I would answer.
Word, like,
No, because I would answer. I would answer like, and then we would hang up. I'm like, all right, I gotta go. Like he would get off for lunch, and then he would text me like, "What's up?" I'm like, we just
I
got.
just spoke to you
But
20
no,
minutes
because I
ago,
really
bro.
like to. I really like to know, so it was okay. And that's the difference when you really like a guy. Like, but talking on the phone is very distracting. So I compare it to texting. Texting is not. You understand what I'm saying? Like it feels good to get like a text message. So I don't think I need to text all day, but I don't know. So what about date nights? How often do you think date nights should occur during relationships or during the dating stage?
Well,
What's
a lot of
healthy?
people they work Monday to Friday, so essentially the weekends is their time off. So I would say maybe twice a twice a month. And the only reason why I say twice a month is because you want to have one weekend for yourself. You want to have one weekend with your mate. You want to have one weekend to catch up on work you've been trying to catch up on. And you want to have one weekend where you're just like, I don't want to do shit.
Right. I like those weekends.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do shit. So it's like, I feel like maybe twice a month, date nights would be good, depending on the schedule. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, statistically, a lot of people work 9 to 5s Monday to Friday, the weekend they got off. Okay? They're so tired from working Monday to Friday, they're gonna sleep on Saturday till about fucking 5 or 6 o'clock.
Oh, I can't sleep that late.
I'm just saying, depending on what people do to catch up on the sleep that you've been missing throughout the week. And then Sunday, you got to get your stuff together. You know, whatever work stuff you got to get together, clothes or whatever it may be, meal prepping or whatever you do to get ready for that Monday to Friday again. So I feel 2 times a month would be okay for date night.
Okay, I agree with that. I like twice a month. I would be happy with twice a month. Do you give flowers to women?
Hell
Random.
yeah, I love flowers.
So you like receiving flowers too? You like giving flowers and you like receiving flowers?
No, giving flowers.
Giving
Receiving
flowers?
flowers, oh, that's nice, but I'm more of a giver. I like to give flowers. I love giving flowers. Ask my ex. She knows.
Well, bring her on the show. I have some questions for her. She can be the next guest on my podcast.
Anyway, next question.
Um, I'm running out of questions. You said 5 questions. Good thing I had more. But I did want to show a clip, or I don't even know what a clip is at. It's a little long. But basically, I sent it to my 2 best friends last night, and he was basically just sat this woman down and told her. So basically, it was saying, I wrote it down, but I have so much in this book. He sat this woman down. He said, you can literally just stop any argument or stop any miscommunication or just stop like a relationship from going downhill if you sat across from your woman or your man. I guess it was more for a man saying to a woman that I love you. I'm not going anywhere, and like I'm gonna fight for this. So did you ever do anything like that? Like what is your ways of reassuring the person that you're with, or do you not give reassurance? Do you think that's unwarranted or unneeded, or is that needy? How do you not tame, because I guess that's not a good word, but like how do you, if your woman is sitting there not
That's the
crying or
perfect way you
crying
said it,
emotion,
right? Because
well,
sometimes you have to tame unwanted and unwarranted feelings that can lead to you saying some fucked up shit. So you said it right. Tamed. Yes.
so what is your process in that?
For me,
Mm-hmm.
whatever disagreement that we're having, the first thing I say, you be quiet for a minute. I'm going to be quiet for a minute. And let's just sit back and really think. Why are we arguing right now? That's all I would say. Why are we arguing right now? And is it really worth us wasting the energy of arguing versus us using that energy towards building our relationship better, or using the energy towards building myself to be better and yourself to be better so you can be a more productive partner to me and vice versa? That's what I say.
So I like that. I've been seeing this trend where because I saw something like this too, where when you're having a disagreement with your partner, that you sit, like you hold hands and you sit right in their face, because nobody's gonna be, you know what I mean, no one's gonna get that angry if you're in the face. Now yesterday I saw them, they were this close. That's too close. That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just like, no, you know what I mean, like it got to be a joke and it was funny. But like, what do you think about that, like sitting face to face with your partner, holding their hand and having a disagreement? Do you think that would tame or help calm the problem? Because they say that you need to learn that you're not attacking each other, you're attacking the problem. From female to female, what about you? Are you the one who feels like you need reassurance? Because I know I do. Yes, sometimes I do need reassurance, but I'm not needy or anything. I don't need a lot. I just need some. So yes, Stacey.
Notice she's smiling. She's probably lying to you. She's just saying.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. Yes, I do. I do need reassurance. And I think men should give it. Like, because really sometimes a little reassurance goes a long way. You know what I mean? And it has nothing to do with past relationship. It could be what is going on in our relationship. Sometimes men think it has something to do with past trauma or healing that we're trying to work on, but sometimes we need the reassurance from the current relationship we're in. So yes, I know I do as well, Stacy.
Okay,
That's how
granted,
you do.
I can respect
Thank
that.
you, brother Taj. You were
But
missed the whole show.
for me, I don't like following trends. I don't like following what I see on social media. I like to do what works for me and what works for my partner. And the only way that you can figure that out is through experimenting, doing certain things, saying certain things, taking them certain places. Because what you see on social media might not work in your relationship. And I feel that a lot of people feel like it does work because they see the shit so much. So now it's starting to, rotate in their brain over and over and over again. And then they're thinking that, oh, since I seen this on social media, it's going to work. But then once you stop seeing it for a couple of months, and then now everything that was going like this is starting to go like that and get out of your mind, you're like, that shit didn't work at all. But because you thought it was going to work because of what you saw, it brainwashed you instead of you experimenting with your partner to figure out what works. And that is what I do. I don't go off what I see. Whatever works between me and my partner is what I'm going to do. And it may go against what society says or what social media says, but hey, I don't give a shit. Just saying.
Well, that was my next question. Do you take the time to learn your partner? What are your yeah? So we can answer my question first, or we can actually go with Stacy's. Either way,
I
doesn't
think
matter.
Stacey's probably talking to you, so
Oh, me? No, I think she's talking to both of us.
nah, she's talking to you.
She's
You
talking
go
to
ahead.
both of us because she didn't say female this time. She said it last time, which means she was specifying it to me. So you can answer that question first, and I'll answer after. What are your views on trauma bond relationships? Can they work? I think they can. I think you can. So I think you don't have to come fully healed in a relationship. I think you can heal together. I don't like because I don't think anyone is ever fully healed. I think we're always on this journey of healing. That's just life. That's just us. So yeah, you two people can see both of us. Thank you. So we both
Okay.
can be unhealed and come together and heal because I want to be a better person for myself, for the partner that I'm with, and just like in general. Like that's actually part of my daily prayers. It's just like, please help me, be a better person. I want to be more healed. I just want to be my mindset change everything. Like, you know what I mean? Whether it's meditation, prayer, whatever you believe in. I want to be just a better person. I want my thought process. I don't want to respond emotionally. Like I want to take myself sometimes out of the situation. You know what I mean? And that's why sometimes I even take a step back when I'm having a disagreement. I know some people, I think that's the question I asked you. Like, do you feel the need to attack a problem right then and there, or can you take like? Would you mind if your partner stepped back and then came back to the problem? Because sometimes that's what you have to do. I think so. Yeah, I think you can trauma. I think trauma bonded relationships can work if you are doing the work. That's my opinion. Can't just be all trauma. You can't just have lived, bless you, have all this trauma and you're just not doing anything about it because then it could be a toxic relationship. So yes.
Okay. Stacy, you think you funny, okay? Because I be talking to you sometimes and you know how I feel about this shit. Okay? Thank you. Yeah, I know I sneeze, bless you. Trauma bonds never work because look how the bond was
PSA.
created. It was created on trauma. So that means if you take that trauma out of the equation, what bond is there?
Healed.
Okay, healed, but the whole thing is you're taking a big chance on being healed versus stepping away from everybody, healing yourself first, then putting yourself in the limelight. And the only reason why I say that is because none of my trauma bond relationships worked. And I have yet to meet somebody that can say a trauma bond relationship worked because it was built on trauma. Like, for example, I got molested as a child. Not saying I did, but I'm just using it as an example. I got molested as a child. You got molested as a child. Now we're speaking on that all the time. Now you got to ask yourself, if I didn't get molested as a child, but you did, will we still have the same bond? Will we still get along as much as we do? Probably not. So that's why I'm not negating what you're saying, Karima. But for me personally, I have yet to see somebody say they've had a successful relationship through a trauma bond, because that trauma is what's holding you back from having a fulfilling relationship, or it can be what's making you hold on to a relationship. Notice what I said: holding you back from having a fulfilling relationship, and it also could mean you staying in a relationship because of that trauma. I don't want that type of relationship. Period. I want to be fully healed, and I want you to be fully healed. Or if you're not fully healed, you're willing to get help to heal yourself, and I'm willing to get help to heal myself, and we heal together. That's a different story. But a lot of people don't know how to heal themselves properly, and they feel the only way they can heal themselves is through a bond. And the only way you can heal yourself properly is through getting personal help for yourself before you engage with anybody else.
So you think you should wait to start the healing process before you start dating?
Yes, I feel okay. I put it to you like this. Like, for example, if every relationship you were in was an abusive relationship, you're going to have a certain bias when you look. Let's just say a man was getting abused, right? You're going to have a certain bias when you look at all females. And that bias is going to block you from seeing the good in that female. So you're going to be doing things and saying things to try to bend them into doing what you expect them to do. So you can say, I knew you was going to do that. But you not realizing you practically backed them into a freaking corner. That's why I feel like it's safe to heal, or it's good to heal before you enter a relationship. This
So,
is why me right now, why I'm not in a relationship, because I am not healed. I am not healed. And even though I may talk the shit that I talk right now, I know if I'm in a relationship with somebody at this moment, it's going to be moments where I'm going to backtrack and say some shit about what happened in my past. And you're going to be looking at me like, what the fuck that got to do with me? So now I'm putting you in a position of saying, should I continue to move forward with him and try to embrace him, or should I step back to protect myself and save myself?
isn't that a form of self sabotage, though? As I'm listening to you speak.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. So if you have two people that are in a relationship that have a trauma bond, that is a form of self sabotaging as well. Because now you're accustomed to this trauma bond in your head that you're thinking nothing else is right except what you think your trauma bond is. So you're going to look for people that's going to identify with that feeling to validate how you feel.
Hmm.
I don't want you to if I'm talking about I want to commit suicide, I don't want you to validate, yeah, me too. Maybe you should. I want you to tell me, yo, bro, chill, you bugging. So you usually have the serious lawyer face. You all right, man? I'm on trial right now. You's about to, okay, on a cross examination.
Look, I took it easy on this one. So the next one,
So
chopping
what you're
board. See,
saying
that
is
first one was like, second one was ease, calm, serenity.
so what you're saying is you want to do a part three?
Next one is chop, chop, chop. Controversial. Yes.
Oh, so we doing a part three is what you're saying.
This one was nice and easy, nice and calm, nice and.
Okay, y'all, it's going to be a part three. I hope y'all ready. You know, she said because she was tired, she took it easy on me. So now I'm a blast your ass now. So part three is going to be crazy, like you said, right?
It is. Like the first one was. Chop, chop.
Okay. So I guess this one is for me. So we got to have a part three to settle the
This was
score.
a healed one. Like nice.
Okay.
Zen, zen,
So
zen, zen, zen.
so one
Yes.
so one for Kareem and one for Meek. So we got to have a part three to settle the score.
Yeah,
Say
definitely.
yes.
Definitely.
Okay.
Come
Offer
on,
Nikki
part
Nicole.
three. Thank you, Nikki Nicole.
Right.
This one was nice. This one was I was very nice. We wanted to learn about Meek, my guest. But the next one, the gloves are off. All right.
Okay. So I got okay. I need one more opinion. Taj, do you
Oh,
want to see a part three? Samantha, if you're still here, do you want to see a part three? Stacy, if you're still here, do you want to see a part three? I want to see what they're gonna say. because author Nikki Nicole said it was a great episode. I appreciate you, author Nikki Nicole. You know, much love. Fellow Pisces, we got to unite and stick together so you know what it is.
Scorpio's in the building though. So
Okay. So
definitely.
definitely a
Thank
part
you.
three.
So
Tasha
nice.
said
Thank
yes.
you. See? And Tasha's still up. Oh man. Thank you,
Samantha said
Tasha.
absolutely. All right.
Because
All right.
it gotta be like the
Tasha
first
said part
episode.
three. Okay.
Yes.
All
See,
right. So part
Taj,
three.
wasn't I nice on this one, Taj? I was real nice. So
Okay.
I was very nice on this one.
Tasha wanted it. Stacy wanted it. Taj wanted it. Samantha wanted it. But the question I have for Stacy, Tasha, and Samantha, how y'all want it though?
Oh God.
Inbox me and let me know.
All right, Neo.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm
Taj,
messing
you
with
missed
you.
that. That was a question about Neo, and he has 4 girlfriends. I asked that question based off you, and then you weren't even here for it. So I don't know. So I'm gonna have
Look,
some
they
more
laughing.
questions
Look,
like
look. Samantha laughing.
that.
Tasha laughing.
Yeah. And make
Samantha
sure
said part three
yes,
about
it
to
is.
be
It's gonna be like part 1, but worse.
okay.
Right? Wasn't I nice to him on this one, Samantha? Too nice.
Did she laugh at
Yeah,
everybody laughing?
because you're funny. You're hilarious.
Well, all right. Well, I gave you my time. I gave you an hour and 40 minutes, 41 minutes of my time. So wrap it up. Let's get it.
Don't do that. You know my logo and my slogan, more love and don't be hating out here.
Yo, you how you gonna oh
Speak love and spread peace and never hate because it's a waste of time. Do you have any parting words for my audience, Meek? And do you have any like life advice? Like, do you
yeah,
want
I
to
got
share
some right now.
any life advice that you got from like your grandfather, your great uncle, anyone, or just like in general, a mantra that you live by every day? Please,
Craig
we
said
want
yeah,
Craig. Yes, Craig.
part three. Okay.
Part three's coming. Chopping board. Yeah, Stacy, did you like my saying? My slogan.
All right. Well, I actually said this on a post a couple of days prior to today. So it's probably gonna be I was a lawyer
Oh,
before.
because he liked my promo from that last one. I was a lawyer before I was a lawyer. That promo was good. The Valentine's Day side chick day is over, and I was off the top of my dome. Like I'm just. Anybody need any promotions, investigative work? I was a lawyer before I was a
Hold
lawyer,
on.
detective before I was a detective. Anybody need any services? I'm
Hold on,
here.
hold on, hold on. I'm live right now. Yeah, I'm about to use it. That's all right. Thank you.
Spread love, no peace.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
But yeah, I actually did a post and I had said change for the better, but never change for a dollar.
Mm,
That's
I
what I
like
got for y'all. Change for the better, but never change for a dollar.
I like that. And can we start on the next part 3? I would like to for you to elaborate on a post that you did the other day. I don't know how many people saw it when you mentioned that you think people support strangers more than they support the people that they know, because you were asking the people that posted the weigh-ins that just received an award at the NAACP, how come we are posting them and there's people in our own family that are starting businesses or starting podcasts and et cetera, why aren't they supported?
Yeah, I
So
can
I would like
elaborate.
to start. I would like to that's why I want to delve in on that because I'm a reporter. Change for the better, but never change for the dollar. They're liking your saying.
I know. Hashtag me said that. All I know is I've looked it up. I've never seen anybody say that. So if y'all walk around trying to steal my shit and y'all don't put hashtag me say that, I'm coming for your asses. Pause.
Hmm,
Just saying.
really? I think we just should be more intentional and deliberate with every minute and every day that we have in life. That's my life advice. I think we just are just you're just waking up and just with no sense of direction or anything. Like life is short. We just have to change for the better and never change for a dollar. That's my advice for today.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
today. Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you for taking the time for having me on your platform.
Of course,
Part,
of course.
part
And
three. So I guess part three, we taking the gloves off, right? Because
oh,
I
the
don't have.
gloves. First of all, the gloves are already off. See, they're done. They're off. They're not. They. That's it. I just wanted to be really nice to you. This one, it's a Tuesday, but the next one, I got some stuff. So thank you, author Nikki Nicole. I like you as well. I loved when he had you on his other podcast, but now I'm running this podcast. So more peace and no hating, however it goes. So we are gonna call it a night. Meek, thank you so much for coming on the show. And everybody, I appreciate all the commentary. It's very much needed, very much warranted. Sam, you my girl. Tosh, I'm glad you stayed up. Author Nikki Nicole, I'm gonna have to get your book. Craig, Stacy, everyone. Oh, and my brother Taj. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you. Yes, absolutely, definitely. Spread love, not hate. Thank you. That's it right there. Thank you. Good night,
Peace.
everybody. When's part 3, Meek?
We gonna talk about that more.
All right, we'll do some promo because I was a lawyer before I was a lawyer. Spread love, not hate.
All right.